Hey guys, it's Keeler, and I'm going to show you how I made my 2022 homecoming video. What inspired me to make this was a documentary actually I saw on the rivalry between Michigan and Ohio State, and it ran the whole way through the history of this rivalry. And I didn't really have the time to make a full-length video. I just wanted to do a short trailer, so that's what gave me the inspiration to do a throwback type of video. So what I did was I started out going through the archives of Geneva College football, looked up everything I could find on old Geneva footage, and really there's not a ton of stuff, but there are some clips that are posted. There's about 30-minute long videos, so I went through each one of them. I spent probably a day looking through footage to find what I wanted, and then I took clips of those and I dropped them into here. Well, actually what happened originally was when I was making it, I accidentally deleted the files, unfortunately, so I lost all of the videos that I put together. So if you see right here on the screen, there are these red marks because they accidentally got deleted, so I had to go through and re-download them and put them back in. Once I did that, I had the footage, I knew I wanted to take it and kind of bring it into modern times. I didn't really know how to do that, so what I did was I downloaded an old TV effect off of YouTube that I found. So I took that and I put it in here, the green screen. I took that out. I found a VHS screen to make it look like this. So the audio is all separate, so I added in the audio as well. I found a couple VHS sound effects. I sped up these clips and then added in a heartbeat sound effect to kind of give it energy to it. I felt like it was just too slow without it. So then I found a speech. That was the only speech I could find of DeMarco talking, really. It just kind of popped up perfectly. I found it, and he gives this speech right here. Let me just mute the audio so that you can hear what it sounded like before.
Given a gift. Whether you want to realize it or not, you're something special.
So I took this speech. It originally sounded like this. It had a bunch of background music on it.
Whether you want to realize it or not, you're something special. Okay? The talent that's assembled.
And I didn't want that background music because it just didn't really fit, fit the tempo, the pace. So I took it and I went into the voice isolation and I played around with this for about 45 minutes to try to get this audio, the music in the background, off of the audio. And I finally did. So it turned out pretty good. There was a couple of parts where the audio clipped, but
a gift. Whether you want to realize it or not.
That's pretty good though. I downloaded some music by Alex Action. It's called Tension Trailer, and it really just built up this whole thing.
Is it or not?
And this is what's building up in the background of this. And at this point, I wanted it to kind of have a big build up. So what I did was I took this sound effect right here. I put in a couple risers to make things kind of sound bigger, and then what I did was I took this build right here. Let me mute this real quick. So I took a green screen. I found a green screen online of just the years going up, counting up, and I sped that up. And then I just added a title screen too of just 2020 and put that in there so it moves up and then just kind of switches. There's like a little gap between the years, but it moves so fast you can't really see it, so I thought that was perfect. Underneath that, I took some more clips from games and I kind of just underlaid that so that the numbers were over top of it. So that builds it up, kind of making the speed get faster and faster, kind of prep you for what's coming next. So then I found a beat and I put it underneath it, and so it switches to 2020. I knew I wanted to use footage from this year because I tried to go to every travel game leading up to homecoming and get some shots from each game. I think the only game I missed was Grove City. I had a gap of about 5 or 6 seconds where I didn't really have anything to put there. I had some footage from when I was filming, some behind the scenes stuff. So I took that, kind of give like a throwback feeling for some of these guys, because it's still the same building, played in the past few years. So people who have played in it kind of remember that. This footstep sound effect, let me mute this. just because I felt like it was too slow. So I added that in, and
In Christ's name, amen.
just kind of gets your mind going. The next clip I had was them opening the door, so. And it just happened that the soccer team was there, and it was so perfect. They just got back from a travel game, I think. I added in this tornado siren. I found it online. I thought it just works so perfect because obviously golden tornadoes. Got this shot just walking along the sideline with my GoPro, real wide angle shot, and I loved it because you can just see everybody in that shot. And then I added a triple layer of audio. I don't remember what happened with the original audio. I just didn't like the way that the GoPro picked up audio from that game, so I added in some crowd noise. So I added that in. I do have some original audio from the games in, but audio doesn't always turn out the greatest, whether there's like a horn or music, the band's playing, so I can't always put that in, especially when I have background music. So I had to kind of go through each clip individually and find what the audio sounded like. A few sections I just left muted just because I thought it looked better that way. And this section here, so I took the audio, this is all added in, but I just liked that shot and it looked good in there, so I put this. So that's all added in right after that hit. Let me mute this real quick. So this is added in, but just little stuff like that just to make it sound a little bit better. And I just think that worked perfectly in there. So I made this trailer ending this year for Geneva Athletics, and I think it turned out really good. So I've been using that in all of my stuff. This little heartbeat that I made. If you want to see how I did that, it's not too hard to make. Oh, color grading. I did color grade this whole thing. Originally, it looked like this. The footage was just kind of meh. So I went in and I used a color grade. If you want me to give you guys a tutorial on how I do my color grading, I can. But it went from looking like this to looking like this. Just kind of gives it. I like it better. Just gives it more of a official look to it. So, yeah, that's mostly how I made this video. I just want to see more tutorials. I have a couple other videos coming out. Yeah, I just want to give you guys a behind the scenes of how I do my editing and why it takes so long sometimes. This project took me a month or so just because I was collecting footage and editing